It's week 1 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Texans and the Colts, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Alongside Charles. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a young man getting the start here in week 1. A big test for their rookie quarterback.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback, finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Richardson. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go. Bring it. Roll.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. On the option to give to Taylor here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On the option left, Richardson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson rolling to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Richardson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one left side caught by Collins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Texans first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Richardson out of the shotgun. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Richardson working from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Richardson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
That's good for another Colts.
Now Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Richardson looking to throw this. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Richardson to throw off play action. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Richardson off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Richardson looking to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now it's Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Another one caught by Collins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second down and 1. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Houston.
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And the Texans first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Second and 7.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and
And Richardson back to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 50 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. In motion right, that's Collins. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd and 11. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the 1st of his timeouts. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and a couple.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. They called his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Colts.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Richardson out of the shotgun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%. 4th under pressure again, and down he goes again. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 35 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Nixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Richardson and the Colts now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Richardson to throw it. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.